guys, what is up? It is Seatin here. Hello and welcome today to a very exciting video, which is basically the story of the last 5 months, the story of why I have been so inactive on YouTube and Rift and all that kind of stuff. Because, you know, I've received quite a few tweets, forum messages, all that kind of stuff, asking where I've been and what I've been doing. And I thought, you know, it's probably about time to sit down, now that things are in a bit more of a manageable state, I'd probably say, sit down and talk to you guys about why I've been so inactive. So, around kind of November time last year, I was probably about 4 or 5 months into doing YouTube full time. So, every day, pretty much of the week, like 6 days a week, you could guarantee I'd be sat in my room, I'd be sat in front of the computer, I'd be like tapping away at like some guide or, you know, planning to do a video, and I didn't really have much else going on in my life. I mean, I had a girlfriend at the time, then we split up. That was pretty bad. I was upset about that. She's nice. But yeah, we split up, and then kind of like my bit of like social outreach, like going outside, going to parties with her, you like hanging out with her, that kind of got a bit taken away, and then it became like all day, every day, I was in my room doing this, and it kind of, in essence, became a bit like a prison. I know that sounds really odd, because it wasn't a prison. I could walk out the door anytime, but I was just like, yeah, I just got to make videos, got to do this. So I was looking around. I wanted to get like a part-time job, because it's really important to bear in mind, essentially, I'm still a kid. You know, I'm 20. I was 19 at the time, but now I'm 20. Happy birthday to me for January, but whatever. So I'm looking around, and my sister, Abby, works in this trampoline park, which opened up. I don't know if you guys know what trampoline parks are, but hey, I'm about to educate you on that. Whoa, you're in for a wild ride today. So basically, a trampoline park is like a huge park full of trampolines. Whoa, what a surprise there. You know, like, you just have all sorts of like different trampolines on the walls, like huge foam pit, dodgeball courts, with trampolines on, basketball lanes, and it's great fun. And the people that work there, they're kind of like all, you know, most of the, like, the ground level stuff, like the people on sort of like front of house reception checking people in, the people who are sort of lifeguarding the courts to make sure nobody hurts themselves, they're all my age. So I thought, you know, this is going to be a good place to work in the week. It means I could do a bit of part-time work there, get a bit of money, and also, you know, meet people my age, get a new kind of friendship group going. Because, you know, as I said, I kind of lost out on my other friendship group when I split with my girlfriend, because that was, you know, a bit of a difficult time. So I started working. I went to like this group interview first, and it was pretty good. I felt like I kind of was like, I'm full of bullshit, basically, when I speak, so I can make anything that I'm talking about sound like quite amazing. And it's partially because years of just bullshitting on videos and experience, and it's partially my voice, because when the first time people hear my voice, they don't really listen to what I'm saying, they just focus on the voice alone. Like, I could say, these cheese and onion Pringles are guaranteed to make you at least 5 times more appealing to women, and that sounds arguably convincing to somebody who's just met me. Like, you know, it's quite good, but it's just a bit weird. So, yeah, anyway, enough of my egotistical bullshit. So, I went to this group interview, and I got the job, like, working on front of house, like, checking people in, and it was hella fun. Like, you know, people come up, they're like, yo, book 4 tickets for trampolining. I'm like, yeah, let me get you wristbands, let me get you socks. Boom! Straight on the courts. One of the things that I put on my CV, though, was just about like all my YouTube work and the stuff that I had done with like manalegends.com, and between those 2 sites at the time. So the YouTube had got about 1.8 million hits at that time, which for like some random 19-year-old kid to walk through and they're like, oh, he's got 1 million hits on his YouTube channel and over 1 million hits on his site. They're like, oh, well, this is pretty good. And at the time, there was some woman in the company doing social media for the company, like the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that didn't really have any idea of how people work in the online world. So it was something that, you know, like it was mutually approached about. Like I was very keen on like maybe, you know, doing the social media contract for the company because hey, like trampolines are fun. Like there's so much cool stuff that you can do with trampolines. So you know, I just spent absolutely you know, I spoke to the managing director of the company. He's like, yeah, let's have a meeting on it. It's like a Friday. It's like, yeah, let's talk about it Tuesday. And then I spent literally the whole weekend just looking up every single trampoline park I could find and seeing, you know, which ones do the best kind of stuff on social media and which ones kind of suck, and then kind of taking out elements. And I drew up like this 6-page strategy. And just brought it to the meeting. It was very in-depth. I was like, we're going to do this, this, and this throughout the week, and then I want to gradually hit these targets, and blah, 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 and I think it's going to cost this much, and, you know, it was great. And when it came to the meeting, I literally, I handed over the document and said, would you like me to talk you through it? And he just read the first page, and he's like, you got it. Just, like, take it. And it was fantastic. It was, like, the best thing in the world. So that gave me like a kind of like part-time contract doing all the social media for the company. So I was doing the Facebook, I was doing the Twitter, and I was doing the Instagram. I didn't know too much about Instagram before like I started at Gravity Force, so I had to do a lot of research in regards to that. But I was kind of doing like the front of house stuff still, so I've still been a receptionist. I was doing that on the side, but I was loving like literally just working around the park, being around the people, being around the atmosphere. It was so great. Like I've made so many friends there, and it's fantastic. It's like the best place to work in the world, and I love it. But I was literally working like 40 to 60 hours per week in the park, and then I was going home, and then I was doing well, I was doing some of the social media stuff on site, but I was going home, and then I was kind of like drafting plans together, and like, you know, scheduling posts and sort of monitoring what I wanted to do and how I wanted to advance. And yeah, that's kind of how it escalated onward. So like some really big stuff happened. Like basically after a month of running it, there was like a huge impact that the social media had on the business, because bookings were just going like that's an upward sound. And this was noticed by, you know, pretty much everybody at the top level of the company. They're like, damn, this guy, you know, he's not too bad. He's not too bad. Why don't we employ him full time? So yeah, that was that's how it kind of got started, and I took on the role of you guys are gonna love this title, Digital Marketing Executive. Whoa, what a title there. So I took on that role probably about 3 months ago now, or 2-3 months ago. And I've, you know, been working very hard at it. It's crazy, and I have had some amazing breakthroughs. I don't know, I'm going to post a link to it, but one of like the biggest achievements that I've had is one thing that I thought would be really good to do. Is because trampoline parks are awesome, right? They're fun, they're trampolines. Everybody loves trampolines. You had one in your garden when you were a kid, it was great, fun times for all. But not that many people know about trampoline parks. So I thought what I'd initially do is draw up a huge list of all of the top British YouTubers, like the most subscribed British YouTubers, that I believe would like to come down to a trampoline park. And then I use kind of a mixture of Photoshop targeting. So like, I tracked them on Twitter just to see what they were up to, where they were. And then like, I would specifically, when they tweeted about something that I could somehow relate to a trampoline park, I'd quickly throw together like a Photoshop of them on a trampoline, and tweet back saying, you know, pretty funny, because I'm a kind of funny guy at times. So yeah, that worked out pretty well. And I grabbed the attention of Cal Freezy from the Sidemen. I don't know if I don't know if you guys know this, but the Sidemen are like a huge group of like FIFA lad culture YouTubers in the UK, and they're extremely popular. And I managed to get basically him, who has Cal Freezy had 1.5 million subscribers at the time. Rotashaw, who had 4.2 3 million subscribers at the time, and also Calyx down for basically like an afternoon of madness where we just had like we had loads of Nerf guns, Nandos, like I got a load of free runners in, and it was great, and we made like a really good video on it, and the video now has 3.8 million views, something like that, and it's going upwards. So, and that has been huge for us as a trampoline park, because a lot of people are going to looking at this video, they're like, whoa, this place looks great, let's book tickets, and then that gets converted over. So yeah, that's been good. That's been a merit on my little power back, so I can put on my CV. So that's been pretty fantastic. But anyway, yeah, I'm continuing working. Like I've got a load of stuff now to do. Like you know, I deal with revamps of the website and work with design teams and graphic designers and branding. I do a lot of the copywriting as well, because I'm fantastic at like writing descriptions and selling stuff. But yeah, I kind of wanted to give you guys an update. That's where I am at the moment. So somehow I went from, you know, just kind of sitting 7 days a week in my room, sitting in a trampoline park half the time, which is pretty great. So yeah, I'm really sorry that I stopped playing. Like, it's just I got really into this, and as somebody I've always kind of wanted a job in marketing. Like, it's been something I've been always very interested in, because the way that like you know, stuff sells and how people communicate with each other and how the word gets out and how you can, you know, just like basically increase profit. I love playing about money. Money is fun. So I like I'm really enjoying it at the moment, and it's great. And now I'm getting a bit more comfortable, and I'm getting to the level where, you know, I don't really have to, once I'm done with a day's work, I mean, there's always more to learn, but I just don't feel like, I feel like now I'm at kind of like the basic knowledge level, and I don't have to spend literally, I don't have to come home from a 9-to-5 job and then spend like 5 hours doing research because I haven't done a marketing degree. But I'm glad I took the time to do that, because that has made me much more savvy and knowledgeable, and taught me so many different things just about like, you know, in-depth SEO tactics, pay-per-click advertising, and in some ways it's really broadened my perspective on how like video games like Rift and just other kind of like smaller ones stay alive on the internet. They, you know, how they get players to continue playing the game, how they encourage sales. So yeah, it's pretty great. Anyway, long story short, I'm in a trampoline park now, but I will also try to do Rift videos, because Rift videos are pretty fun. I still really enjoy playing Rift and Hearthstone. Really liking Hearthstone at the moment. I just don't think like I feel like there are a lot better people making Hearthstone videos than me. Like, people who know more, they even know more, or they're more entertaining. And I kind of, you know, don't really fit in any of those niches at the moment. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Apologies if this video is a bit too long. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Just remember, like, it's kind of, whatever you do in life, just kind of like, just put a lot of effort into it and then have some decent results to show for it. And if you've put a lot of effort into something, generally you're gonna have like, boom, here it is. I spent so much time doing this and it was really great. Or, you know, maybe I spent so much time doing this, it was really shit, but guess what? I learned that I'm not going to do that again or that again, but I'm going to do that and that instead. You know, hopefully this motivates somebody or helps somebody in some way. Anyway, take care. Have a fantastic day.